From the National Service of the Liberia Broadcasting System, good afternoon and welcome to Newsline. 30 minutes of news from the news department about Liberia and the rest of our one world. Today is Tuesday, December 6, 2022. With this afternoon's presentation, my name is Titi Jibo. In the headlines, government condemns Monday's violence between rival political groups on the Capitol bypass. Liberia Marketing Association welcomes new adjustments in the price of the country's staple rice. Armed Forces of Liberia High Command warns against acts of lawlessness and away from Liberia. Malawi's anti-corruption chief bailed after arrested for criticizing government's commitment to fight corruption. Sports, the news in simple Liberian English, French, a report of today's weather and other developments are all packaged. First, Emmanuel Colley sets the pace with a bulletin of news.
The Liberia National Police is investigating full presence in connection to Monday's violence between rival political groups on Capitol bypass. The incident began when some individuals gathered at the Voice of Liberia radio station to rain insults at Louis Brown, a stalwart of the Alternative National Congress. Mr. Brown had gone to the station to promote a planned protest against the Liberian government. His supporters then responded, leading to violence between the two groups. Ambassador Brown was later escorted to safety by the police after they restored calm following the incident. The government has meanwhile condemned the violence and emphasized that it will not condone any act of violence or intolerance, especially leading to next year's elections. The High Command of the Armed Forces of Liberia is warning the citizenry and would-be individuals deemed disenchanted or otherwise aggrieved ahead of the 2023 election to seek legal redress at the court. EFL Chief of Staff Major General Prince C. Johnson III sounded a caveat, saying that the EFL will not hesitate to execute its constitutional duties if the police are overwhelmed by individuals taking the law into their hands. Major General Johnson sounded the caveat on Tuesday in Monrovia, a statement released by the Ministry of National Defense. The AFL Chief of Staff insisted that the army would not allow anyone or a group of people to obstruct the country's hard-earned peace and democracy. According to Major General Prince Johnson, the armed forces of Liberia will not support or tolerate any act of violence leading to next year's election. The Ministry of Public Works has called for a major stakeholders review of the Rabos Fee Highway project amid public concerns about the state of the road. The 45-kilometer road worth $160 million United States dollars was ratified by the legislature in 2020 with East International as the contractor. In a full-count technical recommendations to the Senate Committee on Public Works Monday, the Public Works Ministry said East International has what it calls inappreciable technical capacity to fully implement the project. However, the ministry added that it is not sure whether East International has the financial capability to implement such huge projects. Public Works Minister Ruth Coker Collins said the senator has told the senators that due to the delay, the ministry has asked East International to subcontract portion of the road to the China Railway to fast-track the project. The Liberia Marketing Association has welcomed government's recent adjustment on the price of rice in the country. The association's president, Elizabeth Samola, said such adjustment is laudable as the current increase is reflective of current global issue. Meanwhile, the LMA president wants the market space opened to ensure sufficient supply of the nation's staple food.
The price $17 is good for our country. The rice issue is a global issue. Rice is expensive all over the world. All our neighbors are buying rice over $20. If government can bring it to $17, it will be good for us.
The LMA boss is, however, calling on the government to support and empower farmers to get involved into large-scale farming. Mana Samola said doing so will go a long way in ensuring constant and sufficient supply of rice on the market. The Liberian government, through the Ministry of Public Works, has embarked on the construction of the C.H. Rennie Hospital in Kakata, Magibi County. It followed a fire incident that destroyed the hospital's facilities earlier last year. According to our Upper Magibi County correspondent, the initiative is in fulfillment of President Weah's commitment to reconstruct the facilities. Our correspondent calls Magibi County Health Officer Augustine Fanian as saying the facilities, when constructed, will contain more than 100 bedrooms. Dr. Fanian also told our correspondent that government has increased the initial $800,000 appropriated for the reconstruction of the facilities to $2 million United States dollars. And the Liberia Revenue Authority, the LRA, has released a series of activities in commemoration of its Taxpayers Appreciation Week. According to the LRA, the Taxpayers Appreciation Week is intended to appreciate those who are tax compliant during the year. Appearing as guest on the Super Morning Show Tuesday, LRA Senior Communications Officer Daniel Ankra stated that the awards will be given to most compliant taxpayers in 2020 and 2021.
Even if there are 5 most compliant persons, and we still have to do other things that we cannot say now as part of the process to be able to get the most compliant taxpayer. And that compliance would mean full compliance with all of your tax obligations and also ensuring that you've covered all of your tax liability.
Mr. Ankra stated that the Tax Appreciation Week will commence with the launch of the LRA Foundation on Wednesday before a roundtable dialogue with business community on December 9. He said the Taxpayer Appreciation Week in Dinan will be hosted on December and climax with the LRA Tax Walk on December 10.
Later on, Emmanuel Colley will be back here with our foreign development and weather report. One of the top stories this afternoon, Liberia Marketing Association welcomes new adjustments